I'd like to share with you guys how to create a formula for the item costs. And let me first explain what's going to go in here. So essentially, this is going to list all my sales. It's going to tell me how much I sold it for, if there's a discount, how many items were sold, but it doesn't include my cost. I have the cost of all my inventory items on a separate worksheet. And this is all listed in order. So when I go back to the inventory cost, each should all have a SKU number. Let me scroll back to the very top. Again, starting with item number 87, flowing all the way down. Okay, that's important to get this to work out if you have to do something like this on your own. And I'll be quite honest, the VLOOKUP function is something you use a lot in Excel, especially in business. So this table has to be sorted in order. So we're going to go through and we're going to look these up. And let me just explain again or show you how to do this manually. And you'll find out really quick that you don't want to do this manually. So for shipping, I'll tell you right now, there's no SKU, there's no item number, and there's no cost on that. So I'm going to skip over that one right now, but I'll come back and I'm going to build my formula in there. Let me just show, for example, here. The first item here I want to look up is my Stadium Mood Cup. It's item number 844. So I sold 2 of them for $3.30. All right, so what did I pay for them? I need to go back. I would scroll through this list and I would scroll all the way down till you find 844. Right here is my Stadium Mood Cup. So I come over here to the 7th column, which is my cost, and I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in my 7th column, that cup cost 96 cents. I sold it for $1.65, so you can see that there was some margin on there. We made a little bit of money, not much. So I had about a 42% margin on that cup. But this is the number that I'd want to come back to find out what was my cost per cup that I sold. So I would come back here, then plug in 96 cents. Now, can you see with this list of sales, this would be something that you wouldn't want to do manually. You want Excel to figure this out. So I'm going to take you through that function right now to do this. I am going to come up and do this in the very first row, even though there's no SKU number and even though I know it's not going to be there. So what I'm going to do is I'll click out here in the very top row in the item cost. And this is for one item. I'm going to go back and I'm going to click on my formulas tab on my ribbon. And I want to go back to lookup and reference. And I'm using what's called VLOOKUP. And it's going to open up a dialog box here for you. So it's going to ask you, what is your lookup value? What item are you looking up? So that's going to be your SKU. So I'm going to click in this. If I had one in this very first row, it would be right here. So I'm going to click on that. So it will tell Excel to look up in the SKU column. The next thing is a table array. Well, I'm not really sure what that means. I do have a definition or at least a description down here. It says the table or text. Oh, this is where everything's stored. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull my window up a little bit here. I'm going to click on inventory cost. Again, first of all, make sure I have my insertion point in table array. Go to inventory cost. I'm going to scroll back to the very top without clicking on anything. And I'm going to highlight this entire table all the way out through column I, all the way down to the very last item. So this is, it will search through all of our items sequentially until it finds it. So when I'm all said and done, it should say table 13 all. Now this is important on here. Sometimes this gets messed up. So when I click on the column index, this is the 7th column over. And I'm not going to switch and show you this, but I'm just going to type in the number 7. So just explain this. In the inventory cost worksheet, the cost of the item is 7 columns over. And I think I counted that in the very beginning here. The last thing I'd like you to do for this is, in order to find like an exact match, I want you to type in the word false here. So I do find an exact match for each of these. For some reason, if we would do a lookup on a SKU and it's not in our list, it's going to have an error message or leave it blank. That's a flag that we need to go back and fix. By having that word false there, it makes sure that the SKU is in our cost column. So click on OK. And what will happen here is it'll be NA in the very top cell because, again, there's no skew, there's no cost involved. But as I scroll through all the rest of my item cost items, it should have a number there for me. So that's important that you go back and you look at that to make sure there's none blank or none that say NA other than shipping. But that will tell you that, yes, you've got that item cost in there and it should be correct. I would spot check a few of them to make sure it works. So, for example, extra gum, item number 228916. So I'm going to go back here and I'm going to scroll down here to the bottom. In fact, I am at the bottom right now. Here's extra gum. Again, 2296. Should be all right in here. Let me just double check this manually. Oh, 289106. So this is the item I'm looking up right here at 60 cents. Okay, and price is 94. So I'm going to go back to this one here and just double check this. The item is at 60 cents, so they did find that. But I would spot check a few of them just to make sure it worked out okay. Once you do it a few times, you should be good. But that's a VLOOKUP function. It's used to look up items within a table to bring back into another table.